Good morning from Okoboji. It's kind of a gray day, but it's really a nice day with 69 degrees. It's not 95. This is kind of good. I'm Kirk Stoss with Stoss Realty, and today we are over at Lakeside Lab on the west side of Westlake. I'm telling you folks, this is an amazing and unique facility. And I am going to just turn it over to all the powers to be here at Lakeside Lab and have them tell you all about all the cool things that are going on here. Girls, take it away.
Perfect. Okay, well, I am Maddie Gulick. I am the executive director for the Friends of Lakeside, and kind of my role here is doing some fundraising, event planning, and supporting Lakeside Lab in their efforts for education, research, and water quality. So I'll hand it over to Mary.
Hi, and I'm Mary Skopek. I'm the executive director of the lab, and I've been here about 5 years, and we are excited to be with you today. Mari, you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Mari. I'm from Michigan. I am an Americorps intern here, so I'm representing like some of the interns this summer, and I get the opportunity to do some water quality testing around the area and get into some events during the week.
So we're excited to talk with you about sort of our education, our research, and our outreach as well. And so one of the things that's behind us is a Prairie Garden. So we have volunteers that come out every Tuesday at 8:30, and they help to maintain the grounds. We have 147 acres of prairie, wetland, timber, and lakeshore, and it takes a lot of volunteers to make sure that this place looks okay and that we can keep the invasive species back a little bit. So for sure, come out and walk the grounds. We have trails. I don't even know how many miles of trails, but if you walk around up and down the hills, you can get a good workout. So we invite you to come out. And right before we came out, we saw a family of mink run by. So the wildlife is everywhere, and you can see turkeys and mink and birds and all kinds of fun things. Maddie, you want to talk a little bit about the research that's happening here?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have a bunch of different avenues of research. So like Mari was talking about, we have a lot of students and interns here doing research. We're looking at some fen properties and some plant diversity and zooplankton diversity. So there's a lot going on in the realm of students, but we also have actual professional qualified researchers here doing their thing as well. So Rebecca Cowton is here doing some of her research. Mary, if you want to kind of go into that.
Yeah, so one of the things we're trying to do is to understand recreation on the lakes. What do people like about the recreation? Where are things that we can do some improvement? And basically just understanding how we can improve the lakes and protect them for the long haul. We all know how important these lakes are for our economic well-being, as well as just in general, the health of the lake is important. And so if you're a fisherman or fisherwoman, you really want to make sure that the lakes are healthy. And of course, it's our source of drinking water. So we're here to understand how do we protect them? How do we make sure that they're here for generations to enjoy in the future? Mari, you want to talk a little bit about what Americorps is and what your role is as a Americorps member at Lakeside?
So with me being an Americorps intern, I basically get to do, so Americorps is like kind of, sum it up, it's like the Peace Corps essentially. And so I get to do land and water stewardship intern through them, and I am getting the opportunity to do like the work of like water quality testing on the lakes, and then like the outstream and instream areas, and doing some projects. And I'm required to do a personal development project through Americorps. And so there's a lot of like interns that are doing a lot of different projects with mollusks and rain gardens and just fens and different type of even like mapping and things. And like I'm doing mine though on the settlement of Okoboji, so that's the route I decide to go. And
so one of the things that Mari's also been helping with is, of course, one of the favorites at Lakeside are nature camps. So we have camps for kids from 4 years old up to middle school, even a little bit of the high school age. And those camps run either from Monday to Thursday or maybe Tuesday through Thursday. The kids come out, they learn about wildlife, they're hands-on, and they're getting to explore nature in a really fun and safe way. And so those camps actually run through the first week of August. So you still can sign up for those camps. Kids love it. They come home dirty, they come home excited, but they've been able to experience nature in a way that maybe they haven't before. And so we really enjoy that. And people like Mari sort of help to spread that excitement of nature. Yeah. We also have to talk about the fact that as a Board of Regents campus, we have college students here, and those students are taking college classes. So actually, Maddie is a recent graduate at the University of Iowa, and so those students from Iowa, Iowa State, and UNI, as well as other colleges around the state and country, can come here. And those classes are what we would call immersive. So for 8 hours a day, students are in class. They can get a full class in 4 weeks. And they're out there right now. I just came out of presentations. The students have done research on things from zebra mussels. They're looking at water quality. In 4 weeks, they're doing a research project for their class. And so students are coming around, getting that educational experience, and then taking that back to their home institution, which is really phenomenal. And again, Mari kind of talked about the fact that we've got interns. Americorps are part of the interns, but then we have college students that are doing research projects and internships. So working on invasive species removal, you may see them at the boat ramps. So if you bring a boat into the lake, you're going to be asked, do you understand how to keep invasive species out of the lakes, how to clean and drain your boat, and to make sure that you're being vigilant about that. So our interns are at those boat ramps really talking to people, reinforcing the ways that we want to protect these lakes for the long term.
And even though this is an educational facility, you don't have to know anything about nature to come out and enjoy it. We have a lot of community events. We have a Tuesday night lecture series. We have Wild Wednesdays for kids or even adults to come out and enjoy. I think a couple weeks ago they made slingshots and they learned about foraging in our ecosystems and a bunch of different things that you can learn about here. So feel free to come on out and enjoy Lakeside. And
yeah, and we're not just a summer facility. So in the fall, we'll have events as well. One of our favorites is Science on the Menu, where it's a dinner and a lecture. So be following us on Facebook. We have an Instagram account, we have Twitter, and of course our website tells you about all the things that we've got going on out here. So we're year round. There's always something happening at Lakeside, and you're welcome to come in. We're right off 86 at the Stone Gates. Come in and find a place to park and walk around.